Welcome to the Wizard of Wods podcast. Today we're reaching to the end of the mental health month. We've had a really good, interesting month. It has been a bit triggering, but that's life. That's why we talk about it. Today's episode is to finish off mental health month, and we are going to be talking to someone from the manor, someone who's a mentor, someone who's a coach, someone who's a dad, a friend, and has many experience in mentoring young boys and young men, taking them to the very end of their boxing goals. The reason I really wanted to get Tony today is he's well known around our manor. He's the sort of guy that even if me and the boys are going mad and being naughty like a pub, he's out of respect because of what he's done. Looking back at my own creative life, realising I have to know about it is that training, exercise, music is a gateway. Gateway for change their life. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. But also, I did want to mention that even me as a 40-year-old man, knowing that I've got I see why, like how emotional and angry it gets, and what I realised in my own writing reflection is I used to use anger to hide my emotion. So enough of me, let's get into it. I hope you really enjoy it, and follow, share, like. Ain't about getting famous, it's about this reaching as many people as you can. And I hope even as a parent, even as a child, you can take something from this podcast.
That are, it's an epidemic, but it's always going to be that. You're never going to stop it. It's like you one brick against the dam, isn't it?
That's why I said to you, like, even from my perspective, like, sometimes people like us want to help everyone, but you got to be very careful who you help, because like what I said, Uncle Aaron always says to me, is like, you don't have to make my life better, but if you're making it worse, I've got to let go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because if it's messing up with your own life, it's a bit too much.
It's true.
Do you know what I mean? And you're not here to help everyone.
No. That's it. I'm not a saint. My family go, oh, here comes Saint because obviously my family call me Anthony. They go, oh, Saint Ant's here, and I'm like, I'm not. And they go to me, oh, look, you're Switzerland. I'll be somewhere, and there's someone will be screaming and shouting. I go, you don't know what sort of day he's had. You don't know. He's not normally like that. He might not be like that. And we'll look at him. He's being aggressive. I say, well, look, hold on, look. Let's calm it all down, eh? And they'll be like, what the fucking hell are you doing? You know what I mean? I'll be like, you just don't know how this person is. Yeah, I don't want to fight nobody or anything like that. I ain't that person. Do you know what I mean? I want to help. It's doing the thing. I just want to tell you something quickly about social inclusion, right? And this is something that my family always bring up to me. And I hope to God, if he ever sees this, he don't, because I'm going to mention his name, but I don't know his surname. Right? The club was buzzing. So like now we've got boxing for England, winning titles. We've come through this. Because before this, we were the whooping boys and the laughing boys until I learned how to coach. So you need to include that somewhere along the line to say that I didn't wake up and I was a coach. No, I nicked everything and I put it together, the person I am, went around, absorbed it, done this, and then gradually
built your own structure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, fast forward to this now, we're buzzing. Geezers come, got 3 or 4 geezers, never want to box, so they're getting fit for their football. Well, I include them in our boxing session. It's money for rent, no problem. I'd always give them a bit of pads at the end of the session. Loved it, no problem. All right, if we bring our mate Dave, I said, look, mate, you bring who you want. It don't matter. It's £3 a session, no problem. Dave walks in the gym. Are you Tony? I said, yeah, hello, mate. How you doing? He shakes me hand like that. I was like, okay, how you doing? All right. He said, do you mind me training? I said, no, not at all, mate. Everybody's welcome here, no problem. He went, I took his shirt off. He didn't have an arm. Didn't have a right arm, because I tell you what, I got him to have the best left uppercut
I bet he did, yeah.
ever. And do you know what he said to me when he left? He was about 24. He said, you are the only person that's ever included me as an equal. We used to do a plyometric system, like plyometrics. Get me words out. Before we start to warm up, and part of our want to do plyometrics, get the ball, throw it around the ring, move, change, double change, da. Right? Obviously, you need 2 hands to catch the ball. No. What are you doing, Dave? Get in the ring. What, am I allowed? I said, you fucking don't catch the ball, it's going to hit you in the face, mate. He'd roll the ball down his arm, fucking throw the ball back out to him and all that.
Sweet, yeah, so he just learnt how to get on with it.
He used to say to me, the only thing I've ever got to ask you to do for me is give me water in between the rounds and tie my loose shoelaces up. I went, that's all you need to do, mate, and I don't mind doing it. And he's like, you don't know what he told me. And I, again, go back to the guy that told me I saved his life.
Yeah.
Dave said to me, mate, I'm 20 odd years old. My mates include me, but wherever they want to take me, it's Dave, he ain't got an arm. What's he going to do? How can he play? How can he do this? How can he do that? He said, I've come to a boxing gym and learned how to do the thing. And they standard thing, they go to me, used to get him, what? Dave, pads. And I'd do pads with Dave before I'd do it with one of my better fighters. They'd be like, what the fuck's he doing? Come on, Dave, you're first today, because I want to make sure that Dave feels like he's there.
That's it.
I said, do you want to know what Dave's achieved today? Apart from anything, he's walked into a gym where he ain't the same as everybody else, because you've all got 2 arms and you're all throwing shots, going here, this, that and the other. And he's like, and he's a lovely fella. Do you know what I mean? I hope Dave, if he ever sees this, he don't think I'm being like...
Nah.
But yeah, it's just, again, one of the things that teach you in life that you...
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's crazy.
No, I've really enjoyed it, man.
No, haven't me. I'm sorry, I'll go on, don't I?
No. Right, so the last question I wanted to do is more of a pitch.
Go on.
So pretend I'm a father.
Yeah.
I've got my son, and I'm thinking about... We're from the area, and we're thinking about taking him to a gym, maybe your son's gym.
Yeah.
And just basically, so it's a little bit of advertisement for you.
Right, so then I would send him to my son's gym.
Yeah, where is this?
That is in Passes Man Away. It's Luke Pettit Boxing. He's on Instagram. You can just go and have a look and DM him. I only go and help him coach when he tells me to, so I stay out of the way, which is great, but I enjoy it. I love it. He's doing great stuff. He's turned his life around. He's the one that's really moved it on and done it with the help from everybody in the family and, the boxing knowledge. He's really, really achieved it. I've got to say well done to him for that. Literally, to come there, it's built on the same basis as everything that I've ever been in. Yes, he is, or he's using my foundation. At the end of the day, they're welcomed, they're empowered, they're part of a structure, they're part of a team, and they have fun.
Yeah, good.
And that's what they need. Their parents leave them there for X amount of pounds a day. I don't even know how much it is, but it's, pennies. They come in, they have their hour session, they're learning something, they're part of a team, they're getting fit or fitter, and that's it. And they can have it. And we don't stop. We make sure that they have something out of it. Sweating and smiling, they're done.
I like that. Sweating and smiling. All right, Tone, listen.
Warren,
it's been a pleasure, all right?
Thank you very, very much.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. Cheers. Now I want to tell you off record. Anything at all, can't it? I have the kids come in and go to me. I could tell straight away. He's bouncing in normally. He's come in. What have you done at school today? Oh, I've had loads of ag. I got in trouble. Mum weren't going to let me come. And I'll be like, okay, no problem. I will make sure that I get that kid to do something positive in that session. And when he leaves, I'll pull his mum or his dad and say, see Johnny today, mate. I don't know what he had for breakfast, but he was red hot today. I asked him to do this. I asked him to do that. He done it. He delivered for me today.
I like that.
He's like this.
Yeah.
He's had the worst out of school he's ever had because he's been caught, whatever, fighting, nicking, whatever he's done. And I've now given him something to go back and to the thing that said, but now the parents can use it and go to Johnny, fuck up again. Yeah. You ain't going back to time.
I like.
And it works both ways.
Yeah. Do you know why I like that? Because it's like, say you've been naughty at school, so there's a bit of shame because you've been told off. You've turned that shame into a motivator, but then also you've given the parents, a lever to say, listen, I know what happened today, but you worked really well in the boxing gym. Happens again, you ain't going gym.
Exactly it.
and see how you, as a boxing coach, you've been involved with the personal life of that individual. And this is what I'm saying about systems. Because if you change that, right, same kid, but he's got to see social services or the school, yeah? There's no diversion of you've been naughty, but we make mistakes, because what will happen, it'll be detention from the school and then a notification to the school, so then they get punished when they're home. There's nothing's been resolved. All you've been is told off and punished. So I like that process. I really like that.
So then when they come in, I would always make sure that they feel part of a team. I would empower them as well. So during my warm-up, I would call out that, right, someone's got to call out an exercise as they're running around, and it's the same sort of exercises every week. And one would say, like, be jump and punch. You're jogging around, you do a pike jump and 2 punches in the air. And I'd say, right, Warren, give us an exercise, what they got to shout out. But he's already heard me say one of them things, and he'd be go, no louder, Warren. Come on, they've got to hear you. Who is this? Come on, it's Warren, the Chelsea fan. What's he doing? Come on, everybody. No one wants to listen to him anyway, do they? Come on, Warren. Come on, say it. He's jump and punch. And he's part of the team now. He's in. We used to do another exercise and work together that I'd put him with somebody different. So he's not gone with John, who's wanted him in the gym earlier on. I put him over there with someone else and say, right, you're with him today or tonight doing this. Going back to what you asked about what it does for our mental health, I will say this. That structure, sometimes we need structure. I believe heavily into structure.
I do.
And it's not a robotic structure.
No.
It's a structure that gives you a release. Somewhere, I still have it now. I'm 59 years old, and I go to my son's gym, and I still help coach there for him.
Yeah.
You know, because it's my release. I can hardly walk when I come out of there, but I love going there.
Release,
I go there, and it doesn't matter. And I know that even yesterday, helping 2 little kids that were there, and I got out. I had more of a buzz than them.
Yeah.
I got one bit of responsive of both kids that I taught them, this or that, and I was like, I walked out there. I'm back.
Yes. Yeah,
look at me. You know what I mean?
Tony's back.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But for young men, they need that guidance. They need to have that social inclusion. They need to have that where they got to have, because sometimes, like you just said, when you was out, you was the kid you was out, right? I reckon I've had 100 of them kids in my gym.
Yeah,
but when they're in here,
different.
They're my kids, and they're gonna. It's not my rules, but they know how they've got to behave. They can't do it. They're different people. And back in the old days when we had the gym down at Erith down there, we had a guy come in that run Thamesmead. I remember it. Black guy come in and run Thamesmead, but we had other guys that didn't get on with Thamesmead in the thing.
Yeah.
And they have no problems in my gym.
Nah, because that respect.
But it weren't just for me; it was a respect for the gym. I call it the gym. It's not just because I'm no god in that sense of doing the thing. But the black guy wants me to train him. The white guy wants to forget what colour they are. The guy from Thamesmead wants to wait. He wants me to train him. He ain't going to risk losing me, and he ain't going to risk losing me or losing this gym. You can walk in any other gym. There's 30 gyms around the area. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that they're not going to get the same thing. Why have you picked this? And then people go, pick this. They're going to be a big problem. There'll be no problems in this gym.
Exactly.
You know, but our mutual friend, he'll tell you that he walked in my gym and said to me, do you know who I am? And I said, I don't give 2 fucks who you are. You can fuck right off. I hope you cut that bit out and let him know I said it.
Yeah, I will.
And he tells me it all the time. He says, do you remember when you tried to throw me out? I was like, I didn't try to throw you. I told you to fucking leave. I don't give a fuck who you are. Who you think you are.
I would say that I think even with just normal gyms, you feel a part of it, and also it's the self-esteem, it's the self-respect. I've accomplished a workout. I'm ready for the fucking day.
That develops as you go along, because you become fitter, you learn more. Now you're the word accomplishment. What have you accomplished in your life on the street? You've nicked a bit of weed, you've had a fight with someone who was a bit of a tough guy, and you've beat him or you've caught him or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Hold on a minute, I'm in here. Structure again, there's a session. Hold on a second, I've got to learn, because he's going to teach me, or I'm going to be taught in this gym, not me. You're going to learn how to move your feet, how to step across. And now I'm going to show you the science. Oh, you think you can punch hard? Watch this. When you drop this here and put this there, now land this shot. They're like, Wow.
Yes,
and
of course.
Again, our mutual friend, Mr. Miyagi. That's what he used to call it. He's Miyagi. I'll be like, yeah, okay. What, little fat bloke off the karate kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Do you know what I mean? So like, and you'd be like, and I was a planner. I was I would always be doing that. Always. It doesn't matter. But I was like that with every boxer. I would have a plan for them. I would close season at my 8, 9, 10 kids that were going to be boxing on. The ones that are learning have got to get to that stage, so they'll have that structured session. Yeah. These ones, I'd have individual things saying to them, right, he's going to work on this, he's going to work on that. There was a girl there, and I'd never involved in boxing, but the girl, fantastic fighter, went to the European Games and all this sort of stuff, planned and structured her training sessions just for them.
Yeah.
But even the ones that came in off the streets that were the guys that were like, oh, you know, this geezer, we know what he does, he don't go to work, he's got all day bored because he's out, you know, doing the wrong stuff. I would still include them. That's one thing, because now they're included. Now they're part of the team. Now they're going to still be learning as well. So I wouldn't discriminate and say, well, I've got you here because you've been here for 4 months. You're a bit of a bad boy, but he's learning and he's going to do that. I don't really hold out for you. Yeah, there's never that. I'll treat you as equals, and I believe that they should be treated as equals, and that's the same thing. But I'd also do that on the strangest little tool that I would say, the gloves and the rubbish all around the gym. People that have tape, rubbish, this, that, and the other. I'd never ask them to do the spit buckets. I'd do them because it's a bit of a liberty. But everything else, I'd be like, you could be my top fighter. I'd say, well, go and pick them gloves up, mate. You get the tape. Come and help me out because I want to get home tonight. Every night they'd be looking at me, want to get home tonight? You know what I mean? He's used that every session, every day. Do you know what I mean? So like, come on, Mrs. has promised me I've got dinner tonight, boys.
Yeah. It's the comedy level, isn't it?
And exactly that, you know. And it'll be the thing. People would say, oh, they have to be. I've just got this thing about being included. If you've got something that's good, we all want to be included in it. It's like anything that's positive or productive. We want to do it. We want to be included in it. We want to be. It's like your gang. You want to be in the best gang, don't you?
That's it. You're not going to be in the worst one, are you?
Oh, yeah, that's it. So if you're anybody, you're going to say, no, I'm going to be in this one. I'm going with this lot. Don't care if I live there. I want to be with this or whatever. No, it's... But then when you're in, I try to empower you with that tiny little job or give you that thing that you've got to do, something that has to be done. You walk through the door first thing, I'd say, right, all the ropes have to be hung up over there. You won't kiss an hand, would you? Oh, yeah. And I'll be talking about our day.
That's it.
We're doing our thing. And then not about boxing, nothing at all. We're just going on. No. And taking that time to understand that everybody from 9 to 29, how's your day been?
Just ask them how.
Everything all right? How's it gone today? Yeah? Any ag? Listen. And then I used to always use this one as a tool. When something went wrong, I used to say to all the kids, listen, when you go home, you didn't get it right today because it didn't happen. Not about winning or losing. We was trying to something out and say, look, listen, go and ask your dad, did he have a good day today? Did it all go according to plan? When boxing is teaching people about life.
Yes, life skills.
Life skills, right? Like we're going to get out and we're going to understand that, fucking hell, this is hard. Oh, God, it ain't worked. Well, dust myself down and start again. Step back, move back this way, start again. And I used to use a tool with this as well. I used to go back to... Everybody plays football, don't they? Everybody knows how to play football. So you get a football, and I'd say to them... I didn't have a football in the end because it got burst or someone nicked it, bastards, right? And I'd go to them, right, they're right-footed, yeah? I'd go, here you go, here's a ball. And like that, and they'd stop it. I said, I just want you to track the ball. And they go like that, and they track the ball. I go, right, comes natural, doesn't it? Second nature. That's it. This is the same thing. That's the easiest thing to do in football. If you stop it like that, whatever way, it's the easiest thing to do in football. You just do the same thing in boxing. Go back to this, we start again, and we work again. Everything else will work. Don't worry. And we build it to work again. And I was trying to explain to them, that's how we do in life. Take a step back. It ain't gonna. It's not going to work for you every day. No. Well, none of us are magicians. No. What do you think? I've come to the gym today and everything's all gone well. It ain't gone well. I've had a fucking nightmare. Yeah. And then I've got to come out here and train 30 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then some of them kids are so diverse. Well, they are all diverse.
That was my next question.
So diverse, it's unreal. From levels of kids that I had a kid walk through the door, the dad's gone to meet, he's been to another gym, needs you to train him because of me, right? Okay, lovely, no problem. We are a club. these are all good coaches. I don't have people around me that are idiots, and I don't mean that rude. 3 of them I've trained myself. They're all, I want to call mini me's. They have their own thing, but
their foundation is you.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
So, right, yeah, no. And what I'll do is I'll go and buy everybody some new tracksuits. I've only met the man once. I was like, right, well, tracksuits I'd love to give to everybody. Shall I give his kid? Then I said, no, don't sell yourself short. Don't get me wrong. The man turned out to be a right nice fella, and he still is now. I still speak to him now. Good. And his kid was a real good boxer. Did move on, but that was life. But just again, building another relationship, accepting the kid. Now the kid that wants to be accepted for the kid, not because his dad's a powerful man, wealthy or whatever. So now he's come in. Everybody's looking at him. No. Now that's it. Next minute we know he's in with the kids. He's in with all of us, and they're, you know what I mean. And they'll be like. Now he feels like he's been welcomed and to the gym. It's as simple as that. And then you get the ones that at the other end of the thing that have got absolutely nothing at all, can't even pay their subs. I had a kid that their dad didn't even know he boxed. Right, he used to jump out the back window, come to the thing and thing. Obviously. People who watch this, they'll know who I'm talking about when I say, and if he ever watches it, he'll know as well. He lived in the gym for a little while, you know. And the kid was a fantastic kid. I can't tell you. I haven't really got any bad words to say about any of the kids that have come, even if they've left. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. And even if I've had a row with their dads because they don't think I'm doing enough for them, or they needed them to do the thing, I'll still speak. They'll speak to me now. They'll come up to me, shake my hand, say hello, blah blah. You know what I mean? And this, that, and the other. I don't have that. Work. I don't really have that. At the end of the day, it's how they felt at the time, and you felt that you wanted to move on to go there or do this. This was going to be better. That was going to be better. It's good enough for me. I don't. If I'm honest, it's a wrong thing to use a drop-in centre, but it was a place for everybody to come.
It's a hub.
A hub to develop.
That's it. Just quickly, what would you say that you've noticed mostly from the kids 15 years ago to the kids now? Not about their home, but the way their minds work.
Hunger.
Yeah.
There's no hunger.
Yeah.
There's no hunger. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
There's only a certain few that now want to, if they go and box, and it's not about just, when I say hunger about winning, it's a hunger about learning. Like I say, I help my son in the little gym that he's got, right? And he goes, I can see some of the kids that are there and their mum and dads have gone, here's your £8 or there's your £5 or whatever it is, go in there. And if there's 12 kids in there, 4 of them don't want to be there because they're addicted to phones. Yeah. It's easier to play the PlayStation or whatever it is. That's a disease. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a disease. I hate saying it because, here they go, it's an old boy saying the same thing. It is a disease. As you've already guessed, for the 45 minutes we've been here, I ain't stopped talking. So I love to talk. Yeah, I can talk wherever I go, to wherever I go, and I just don't understand why kids can't or whatever. Even with my own grandchildren, when we go to a restaurant and they've got the iPad on or the phone on, I'll go, what did you do today? What did you learn today? How did we get on today? What did we do? They're like, what? No, this is how we're doing this. This is, you tell your granddad. Any problems? Do I need to know anything?
Because even when I look at my own childhood, and then when I look at my own kids, even nephews, nieces, I can see the difference. Like, I know I was a wild child, and I know I've got neurodiversity. I can see it in my own children and my nieces and nephews, and I feel, I can just imagine it must be even more of a problem for you, especially now, because you're dealing with kids that some kids are medicated, some kids are addicted to tablets, and even to what they eat. Like,
it's so true. It's so hard because what happens now is, and I don't know if this is really true because my dad, who's still alive, says to me, life's so fast now. And it is, but it's still the same. The minutes have never changed, have they? Yeah. We just include too much for ourselves. We put pressure on ourselves to make sure that we've got this, to do this. That's why there's always the other outside problems that you're not earning a living, or you're not earning enough, so you're going to sell a bit of weed at the weekend. Then you're going to cause yourselves a few problems, because you're going to step on the bloke's toes down the corner, because all of a sudden these local bloke comes and buys it from you or whatever, and this, that and the other. But you need that bit of dough, because you need to provide that bit for your kids, or you want to wear that jacket that you want to be seen wearing, that's the thing like that.
It's the ego.
Lots of people are really scared of being just you.
Normal, just normal.
What would be really, and it sounds strip everybody back to bare and say to them, just show me.
I love that, because I always say, no matter what subject you look at, always take it to the basics.
And that's what I do.
Yeah.
And that's I don't like I say, I'm non-judgmental. I don't like people to be judgmental. I don't do that. It doesn't matter where they are, who they are. It doesn't make no difference to me. And like, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I use this, and I tell everybody this as well. Look in the mirror today. Have you done what you've achieved, what you set out to achieve, and have you done anybody wrong?
I like that. Yeah.
That's all I say.
Yeah.
Because there's no need to do people wrong, and that's just me in my life. I've had a business for 40 years, and I ain't going to lie to you. I can tell you probably in that time, half a dozen that can honestly go and say, I've never used tone, or I'd never do that. But I ain't bad over them.
No.
You know, you can't please everybody. As
listen, I'll do a bit of roofing.
Yeah. Right, so you know what they're like, right? So,
yeah.
and that's all I can say. Going back to the way the structure of club life, that again, the structure for people, for young people and young men, is so important.
Yes,
it is so important now more than any other time, because blokes were always felt down, even in your dad's age and my dad's age, but they weren't allowed to show it.
No.
There was
They
this
pull the shutters down.
Exactly that. We never, and that's probably why it's got a lot worse now.
Yes,
because that's what happens. It develops to a stage now that people are going, no, what's the matter with you?
And do you know what? That thinking process for me is so bad, and it stopped me changing my life, because when you're not honest with yourself, because you're lying to the people around you to pretend that you're okay, you're affecting your own mental health even worse. And that's why I'm a true believer in training, running, and also writing has helped me a lot, because I want to quickly go into this little allergy quickly. So you think about, say you got a 10-year-old, he's got a cup of water, right? And he doesn't know how to get rid of his emotions. He's got no emotions in there yet. You fill it up. Then you fill it up a bit more. Then you fill it up to the top. And he's got to hold that over his head for the rest of his life. That's a lot of weight. We've got to teach our kids, even if it ain't with our own parents, even if it's writing it in a book, or writing a post on social media, or making a video, or finding someone like a Tony, who when they're going to do a bit of training, they can let off a bit of steam, because it helps us.
I totally agree. Everybody brings something. Everybody has something in that day, that week, that month. You know, very rarely is it in life, because again, it's so busy, and then they're under peer group pressure at school. Even young men are under peer group pressure, because if they're not having that, they haven't got that gang member, or that's this, that, and the other, it's just crazy that they're under that pressure. Why? I have no idea. I don't know, because they let themselves get sucked into that.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think, I always say this, we're all the same, apart from experience and ego. The problem is, our ego is created internally from what we experience. Like I told you, I was in prison at 15, and like the boys will tell you, they all, like, one of my nicknames was Tigger, or was, because I was so lively and that, but it was because the people I looked up to, Lee Murray's, the Paul Asburys, and in a sense, they were great role models, but my illusion of them, determined what sort of things I was doing, if that makes sense. And it's only now that I'm 42 that I read a lot of, like I said to you, Atomic Habits. I read a lot of personal development. I'm a bit spiritual now, and through education has really helped me change. So
again, we have to be. You've used a big word there, education, because we have to be educated. I've learnt so much lately through personal experiences as well, that about the effects of drugs in young people in our area.
Yes, definitely.
I cannot believe, and I walked around blinkered, even my own son has had a problem, and I don't mind it being on here, that you look and you say, oh my goodness me, how did I not see that? So that was an hard time for me. That's when I needed a Tony, because I didn't have anybody I could go to and say,
it's a new experience. You didn't understand it.
I went to our mutual friends there because obviously they knew, and thinking I'd be like, my time to pour my heart out to you and say, what do I do? What have I done? Because I've given all the material stuff, I've given all the immaterial stuff, the love and the thing. We still had a family unit that would sit down around a dinner table, 11 of us every Sunday.
It's hidden.
I don't know what the hell goes on. What happens? Why didn't I see it? Why didn't I see this? And but I know about you. I knew you had a problem. I knew that Johnny had a problem, and I dealt with that for them. I helped them, but I can't help my own. So now I'm dealing with this demon inside of me saying, I've let everybody down. And this is me. This is Tone, who's helping everybody else in the manor. I can't help my own kid. I can't do nothing. That was probably one of my
biggest.
Oh God Almighty! Looking around and saying like, how does this? But if I had the tools, and probably I'm going to help do it through boxing because it's the only tool I have. But if I could really set something up somewhere along the line to help these young people.
All right, Tony. Thank you for coming.
No problem at all.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good.
Thanks for inviting me.
No, listen, I've wanted to get you in for a while, and I'm glad it's to finish off the end of the month. So really, what I want to do is just ask you about if you could do a quick where you grew up, where you grew up, what sort of jobs you did, how you got into boxing, and then talk a little bit. What was your thought process of thinking about getting into coaching?
No problem. I've grown up on the manor the whole of my life. I've been born and bred in Erith.
Cool.
My mum was Italian. My dad's still alive. My mum's passed away a few years ago. To be honest, standard kid growing up, 2 parents, holidays. Both went to work. Quite lucky. Done the standard things of all boys. Love football. Love boxing. Never really got involved in boxing. My dad took me there when I was at an early age at the local club. Poor old Henry Edges from Belvedere that's just passed away. Another mentor of mine, really, if I'm honest. And then just honestly went from there. I went in and out of boxing. Then one day, had a fight on the street, got beat, and my dad said to me, "No, you've got to go. You've got to go back.
Get in the club."
And that's where I went. I never looked back, and that's it. Done that, boxed. Never really understood about the real way of the art of boxing and the stuff that went with it, the discipline of making weight and understanding that. I was a mediocre roughhouse fighter. Everyone will tell you that. I was, you know what I mean. I weren't no great shakes, but yeah, just that's how I was as a kid growing up. I came out of that standard thing. I worked as a milk boy, like everybody else did in the old days of the milk floats.
Yeah, milk floats.
Yes, and then I went from there and through boxing. Funny enough, one of the coaches at our gym said my mate needs a Saturday boy at his shop. It's a glass shop in Barnhurst.
Okay.
And I went from there. From probably 15, and I've been involved in that industry till today.
Oh,
right. Yeah. So I stayed there. He loved boxing, so I was his favourite because I was entertainment. He used to bring everybody to watch. I could, bring the house down. Everyone was like, "Oh, we're going to watch Tone. It's great. It's great." What I mean? And he felt like it was something, and I was with him until I was probably with him for about till I was about 22. 23, and he put me in he bought another property, and he said, "Look, make this work," and he wanted to move on, and he sold it to me, and I'm still there now.
Oh,
and I'm 59 now, so that's enough advertising about me.
That's it. That's all Kent Windows, the best window firm around the manor.
Yeah, but and basically, in between that, we had. We'd do the Sunday league football, Saturday league football, that sort of stuff. Love football, love boxing. Came out of boxing, started to coach for a little bit, then came out of it. had a family, started to go to work, do my stuff, and then just I thought, how can I do? What else can I do? So I was like, I got asked to go and help. I'd always helped certain people pad work, nothing else, not coaching. Didn't really understand about coaching. I won't lie. Half decent on the pads, only what I'd seen and learned. I absorb everything in life. Everything
you just pick it
that
up.
I do in everything. Doesn't matter what it is. And then I went and helped out at a kickboxing gym in Erith. It was Nemesis.
Good old Nemesis.
Yes,
Shout out Turkey.
Yeah, that's it. So and then we went there to help out, and then we realised, me and my cousin Andy and a bloke that was helping down there called Steve Roach, who's not with us anymore, God rest his soul, said, "Oh, look, why don't we open a boxing club? You're getting enough people coming in here that want to see us or see you, and we're sharing out the boxers, not kickboxers." And we managed to get Nick a week or a day a week out of there, and it just progressed from now. 30 years down the line, we got a club and going all over the world and boxing and help changing people's lives.
So really, it was opportunity and a lot of your own built work that gave you the opportunity to do that.
100% opportunity in the sense that we was asked to do this. We helped. We got a great response.
Yes.
The response is is a real important thing. And there's another word that I use. In my life, I'm very consistent.
I love that. It's one of my favourites.
Right? I am so consistent. If you say to me, Monday, you're going to be here at 6 o'clock, I'll be there at 5 to 6 or 10 to 6.
Yeah. With
the gym cleaned, ready for you to come in at 6 o'clock. I will be there.
Yeah.
There will be something really tragic if I'm not.
Yeah.
And I reckon in all the years I've done that if there's probably half a dozen times that I've not made it for a certain reason, and that'll be it. But you 99.9% I'll be there.
Yeah,
because I believe that if you're coming and you need me to help you, even if it's just at your beginning or midway, or even if it's you're preparing for a championship, you definitely need me. Not me but I need to be there too. It's not about me, it's about them.
Because it's about guiding them.
It's 100%.
And can we talk a little bit more about the whole boxing, what it does for us? And obviously, I do want to touch a little about neurodiversity, but if you could talk about some of the young boys that you've helped train to big fight, but then also I would like you to compare how you find the kids from then to now, if that makes sense.
Right. So, am I allowed to mention names?
Yeah. You can mention Brady.
I don't want to upset anybody.
No.
So the thing. So, lots of young people come through, and you can. I assess them and see, not judge them. Assess them. So to see how they need, what they need, and what they don't need. In my coaching terms, I've learned very, very early on that if you have to understand that person. I could tell when there was something wrong with that kid. I knew that there was something, because I'd built a relationship with him.
You're seeing them regularly.
And that's it. And that's as simple as that. So I would be then forever always saying, it's not today, leave it. They'd be like, what? So that'll do you today, finished. No, I want to do this. I'm not gonna get any more, and nor are you. It's not about me having an easy day. Yeah. They say, help me, come and help me do this, do that. Just find them something else. But there'll be plenty of times that you'd have to go and think, and later on they'd say, had a row indoors, it's her, it's this, the kids, or mum, dad, whatever, for whatever reason. It's just trying to understand. I don't get it right all the time, but you have to have a bit of empathy and understand that you look and say, he ain't here today. Just let it go today. Just let it go today. And there is days that they come, they want to whack the bag or hit the pads and go crackers. Yeah. And then you let them blow that out. But what you're trying to tell them about, well, today we've got to work on our defence, or we've got to do that. It's donk. It's in. It's not working. Yes.
So you have to do a lot of planning
every day
internally, just for that.
Every single day.
Kid,
every single day. And it didn't matter if you've got 3 kids like that, you'd have to adjust. You have to be flexible. And if you're not, it doesn't work. It's not. I'm not selling me. I'm saying this is how
how you work.
That's how I don't.
That's your system of mentoring and coaching.
Yeah. And I would find, I'd find that today you come in with a problem that you've brought in from indoors. He'd come in with a problem that he's coming from the street, and he'd come in with a problem that his kid's having ag at school, and he wants to go there and beat someone up, but he can't because he is who he is, and what have you. It's like, you've got to do 1, 2, 3. There's a way around this. This is how we do that. That's how I would deal with this. This is how you should deal with that.
And I suppose it's because obviously you're getting dads dropping their kids off to you, where you're safeguarding that kid, but also you're training that kid. So you almost have to work out exactly how to deal with that individual on the day, just so he has a good experience, I suppose.
But they have to leave the gym smiling.
Yeah.
Sweating and smiling, I used to say all the time. If they're sweating and smiling, you've achieved something. Because when we're smiling, we're learning, we're absorbing. That's my belief. I believe that's what we do. Yeah. Sweating, maybe not, because it's a bit hard, isn't it? But if you come out of there smiling, and I used to always break down barriers with every single kid that would walk through the gym. My wife used to say to me, "Here he goes." It's his routine. You'd walk in, I'd go, "Hello, mate, how you doing? What's your name?" "Oh, Warren." "Yeah." "All right, Warren. Yeah, what football team do you support?" Well, normally every kid supports a football team, don't they? I'm a Barcelona fan, or I'm a Man United, or whatever. And I go, "Oh, hold on a second." So then I would turn around and I would shout to one of the bigger kids and go, or like one of the regular kids, and go, John, Warren's just come in the gym. He's a new kid. He supports Chelsea." And I've still got his hand in my hand. I said, "Do we let Chelsea fans in this week?" "Oh, Tone, no." And his face would go, "Nah, come in. So come on, you come in. You go and train next to John because you support Chelsea and he likes Chelsea."
Yeah. So straight away you've made it similar. He's got someone similar with him.
Exactly.
And also it shows you how welcoming the gym is.
Exactly. I always ask them, "Have they been to school today?" Yeah. "Have you been in trouble today?" "No." I said, "That's good. I'm proud of you. Lovely. Let's go." Yeah. So straight away they've walked in. They've got someone who's proud of them. They've got all positive.
That's it.
There's all positive feedback,
and it's good common ground. All right, so let me put it like this: say you got a kid that you know he's good. He normally comes in, but he's just a bit standoffish. How do you try and deal with that?
I drip feed to find.
Okay.
There's got to be a way. There's got to be something here. I'm gonna tell you one that sticks in my mind, and I won't mention any names.
No, that's fine.
Right, and I've had this kid with me for a long time, and I picked him up to go sparring. Now he's at the top of his game, and I've picked him up to go sparring. It's just me and him. I got 100 yards down the road from him in the van, and I stopped, and he looked at me and went, "What's the matter?" And I said, "No, what's the matter with you?" I said, "We've been together a long time. What's going on? What's wrong?" And he told me. And I was like, "Shit, right, we'll turn around, we're not doing sparring today." No, we're going to... He did. He please let me go and spar. Please let me go and spar. And he said, I did, and he was amazing. But I knew that there was... Now, in my head, I'm thinking, if this goes tits up, and it's a serious spar, because he's an elite fighter, I'm thinking, if this goes tits up, this is all on me.
Yeah, because
by rights, really, I should have said to him, what we're going to do is we're going to drive down to the pub. We don't drink, either of us, but we'll just drive down there, or go and sit in the park, or we're going to do this, or go back to our gym, because we was going to a foreign gym.
Okay.
Right, so go back to our gym, because we're in our own surroundings, and we can just go, bump, come on, we can have a mess about, we can do this, we can do that. But I didn't. I drove him to the gym. He sparred absolutely amazing, and I was like, "Oh my goodness me!" And then we spoke about it on the way home.
Yeah.
You know,
there's that trust with you as well.
Look, I can't. I'm lucky enough to have built that up with these kids. I'm happy that that I feel empowered to be part of their lives in that way. I've had from that was a young man that I was talking about, not a young kid. That was a young man. I've had young kids come to me in my office. They'll walk into my office and they'll say, I can't, I hate being there. I hate being at home. My dad's a bully. My dad's a bully." And I'll be like, "I see your dad twice a week. He's the nicest fella in the world. He's he helps me out. He helps the club out. He does this, he does it. But really, when he goes indoors, he's a unicorn and a bully." And I don't know if the kid is right or whatever. Then I'll get the dad will come around to me and say to me, "You better do me a favour. Can you have a word with him?" He said, "Don't let him come training." I used to book trips to go away and box. So like to give them something, you know.
That's it.
And then we'd come back and he'd say, "Right, tell him he's not going on the trip." So I'd wait for him to walk past. Know what time he'd walk past every day for school. I'd be outside the front of my office and I'd say, "Quick word, how's it going out of school?" "Yeah, blah blah blah." This and that. I'd say, "Listen, I've booked the trip. There's the people that are going on it. I might have to lose a couple. I don't know because I've got too many. I'm going to try and squeeze everybody on. So and so's been missing about. I might have to drop him off the thing." I said, "I can't have these kids on the thing just to put it in them that way." Or because I don't want to say, "Oh, your old man's been in here and said to me, you've done this and this and that." I said, I've got to have people I can trust because I'll be honest with you. You're 14. I want to be able to leave you because I don't room with any of them. I go and room and plan their bouts.
Yes,
that's the coach in me. So it was always great. I'd never had any problems on any trips we went on. But I was always like that. Was a standard procedure. And then I'd be like, "So listen, don't mess this up. If you're having ag or you're not playing the game, I need you in this team. I need you in this team. Don't let me down." The moment come past, go 2 days later. I don't know what you said to him, but he's a different kid.
It's because of that respect.
That different kid. And
he wants, because he knows you put the time and effort and he can mostly say anything to you. 100%. He ain't going to want to let you down. He ain't going to want you to let you down.
And I can go back to that, say that same thing that you say there and fast forward to somebody that's on your list there that I've taken in the corner and people say to me all the time, "I don't know how you got him to be where he's got to be. There was no hope for him and all this, that and the other." And just the rapport that we had.
Because for me, it's your lived experience.
Yeah.
And that's why you're so rated around the manor. All right? honestly, right? And what I would say as well, is like what you were saying earlier, like there was a certain pub, all the boys, I remember the pub, we used to cause trouble in there. And you've come over there because we all respect you. Right, come on, we can't do it at this pub, we're moving.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's something you won't see straight away.
Oh, I've never seen it.
You won't see it, and that's what I was saying, even for myself, like I was always known for bad stuff, but now it's getting to the point where people give me compliments and I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm used to you saying, "Oh yeah, he's off his head."
Yeah, he's a little bastard.
You know what I mean? So I totally understand that, and just to say personally, like very grateful for all the years and work you've done.
Thank you. I've enjoyed it. I can't say I haven't. Don't get me wrong. It has given me some rough times.
Yes.
And if I'm honest, I've got to pay testament to my wife and my family because they have done without me. And my wife, if she was sitting here now, she would say, "Well, you missed this and missed that."
Yes.
Kids that left the club afterwards and done this and that and the other. But I did what I thought was right at the time, and I did. I can't lie, hold my hands up, but I did sometimes let my children down. Definitely let my wife down, and I'm one of the few coaches that's still got a wife. That so many of them have got a second marriage and what have you, because you're married to the sport.
Yeah, of course you are.
And some are married to the sport for egos, and some are married to the sports because they want to progress. And I'm one of the ones that wants to progress kids.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
So it's just
No, it's really good. Right. Let's go on to the next one. Tell me that you use. Right, so tell me a few structures or methods or systems that have really helped you as a coach looking back at your career.
All I can say is about that I would always listen, always absorb. It doesn't matter who it is. And I never, ever rubbished anybody, ever. I always would look around and say, I'm going to nick that off of him because that's the way, that's going to help me. Or I'd look at that and say, I'm never doing that because I don't think that's going to help him progress.
Yeah.
That's not a way to deal with that.
Yeah.
And yes, we all have our moments. I've said right at the very beginning, my mum was Italian, so I get a Mediterranean, go and me and this, that and the other.
Yeah.
So no problem. But I learned to try to hold that and see when it's around these people, they need to know what the person that's guiding them or helping them is cool, is relaxed. Sometimes I'm held to court because so many of the dads have the fact that I think that I haven't got a winning mentality, but mine's for the long haul.
Yes.
You haven't got to win today.
Yes.
You've got to learn today.
That's it.
And that's me. It is a fantastic thing to have champions, and there's nothing better than watching any kid that you've trained from a kid from the day that they walked in the gym and they couldn't hold their hands up or anything like that, and stand on a podium with a St George's flag or Union Jack. They've won a gold medal at a multi-nations tournament or whatever, and you're there and you're thinking, I've helped him do this. This is amazing. Tear in your eye, my own sons. You know, you're there. You know, it's amazing. There is no two ways about it. But I learned a very, very early lesson. I was walking through Erith one day, and probably at one of my best times as a coach, I probably had 9 kids scattered all around different GB teams, women, men, boys, and everything. So I'm walking around Erith a bit like,
feeling like the man.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
of course. Tone's here to mind the way I'm going in Greg's. You know what I mean? I wasn't Greg's at all. As I've come out of there, no word of a lie, a guy stopped me with his missus, a scallywag. Right, a geezer that's come to me off the streets, learned how to box a little bit, but he's done the thing. He had 6 bouts with me and won 5. Didn't make any difference what he'd won and what he'd lost to me. He stopped me right in my tracks and said to his missus, "You've got to meet this man. You've got to meet this man." And when I talk about it today, it still puts a lump in my throat. He says, "This man saved my life. This man saved my life." 2 minutes ago, I was walking in Greg's thinking I was the dog's bollocks because I've trained I've got 9 people on GB. Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
It's a sausage roll, love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? I've come out of there now, and this bloke's just brought me down. This is what it's really about.
He's
mate.
told to sit down and be humble.
Yes, and this is what it's really, really about. I'm never ever rude to anybody, and I'm quite a humble person. But that, bang, straight down to earth, and he meant it. He actually meant to his missus.
He did, and that meant the world to him.
And it meant the world to me. I walked down the road, half in tears. Couldn't finish my sausage roll. That was 2 reasons why I was in tears. Couldn't finish my sausage roll, and I got in my motor, and I was like, "Mate, wake up. Yeah. You ain't got to be Tony. Your people are measuring Tony Pettit by his coaching abilities. You don't worry about that.
The little people.
Come in here and have a look at what this geezer's just said. He had 6 bouts, won 5 of them, and they were all well matched. And I'm not saying I picked him for him, but he could fight. He was an handy little fucker. Do you know what I mean? I'm allowed to swear, and I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. And the thing is, when you think about that character, obviously, before he started training, his life wasn't perfect.
No.
But that energy of him saying, look, that's the guy who helped me do all the boxing.
God, honestly, it's like he wanted to stop everybody in Erith Square. That's how long ago it was. It was like Erith had a square then. I was like, oh my God almighty, mate. This is like, what the fuck is this, you know?
Right, my next question, I want you to sort of set it like a pitch. What would you say boxing does for individuals? And not so much if they're trying to be a pro. But
No. I'll tell you exactly what boxing does. Yeah. No, I know where you're coming from.
Good.
Right. So there's loads of words I can use. Right?
You use them all.
Right. So okay. First of all, you're going to get fit. You have guidance. Yeah. You feel like you're part of a team.
Yeah.
Depending on where you go, I'm not saying, but I don't know any gyms, and I'm not going to say that. I believe that every gym's like it. Wherever you go, you feel part of that team because you wear their tracksuit, you wear their vest, you're part of that stuff. We introduce straight away T-shirts for the kids, the little kids. So that again, you're part of my team. No different to where you go play football on a Sunday. You go in your tracksuit, you do your thing, and that's it. So you win together, you lose together, you battle together. So now, but then also that helps you on the outside of that circle that got a problem today. And you don't want to tell everybody else, so you go to the centre back and say to him, "Oh, I had a row with my mum and dad today. Oh God, you know, my bird's left me. I'm only 14. You know what I mean? I'm getting laughed at, or whatever. You know, anything.
Yeah, it can be
you know,
so...
it can